So let's take a look at props in ReactJS. When you are working with states and props, you can see that states are mutable and they can change the values while you're passing data from one child component to another. But props are different. Props have fixed value, or you can say they are immutable, and also that makes it have better performance over state. Okay, so when you want to transfer data from one component to another, or parent to child component, you can make use of the states values. And in case if you want to retain the immutable values between components, you can make use of props. Okay, you can also set default values for your props. Okay, so we'll take a look at one example where you can see how to make use of default values in props. So type in code sandbox.io, click on create sandbox. Okay, then you can choose this React project. Now this creates your sample React project with files, also the set of dependencies. As you can see here, you can hide this file manager, and here you see your browser view and your code view. Okay, for now let's hide the browser too, and here you can see the default component which you can remove, and we are going to create React component that has properties for, let's say, header and content for the page. So let's start by creating class app that extends from React component. Okay, inside which we can have our render method. Okay, so render and then return method. Now within return, we are going to have our div component. Make sure to close the div. Okay, now here within h1 tag, I have my this dot props dot header props. Okay, this is for my header property, and then we have h2 that shows this props dot contain props. Then h2. Okay, now you have your header and contain property within respective h1 h2 tag. As you can see, you can set default value for this as well. Simply use app, then use dot, then default props, and here you can choose header props, and you can set the value header. Then you can also set contained props, and then choose content. Okay, now everything looks clear here. We can open browser and we can see whether we can get the header and content. Okay, so we got our default properties as we passed that from component, and that's visible within the h1 and h2 tag. So as you can see, we set default value for our props using our component name and dot default props. Okay, so this is how you can create properties, or you can say props, in ReactJS, and also set the default value for them using default props.